Dave Johnson here with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at the E-mini S&P. It's a 1-minute chart utilizing the Day Trade the Market software. Today is Friday, Feb 24th, 2017. I'm also going to put, you can see I got a buy limit in right here at 59.25. I'm also going to put in a buy stop at 60.25. This has been the high of the day. We've only got about 40 minutes left in the session, but oftentimes we can get a spike, and the market here today it had a lower opening, but as it keeps rallying, we keep getting higher lows throughout the day every time it sells off, as you can see here. Let me just see if I can squeeze this in a little bit better. Take a look at what's happened over here. This is today's action, so you can see we've got our low down in here right after the market opened today. Rallied up, came back down, rallied up again, came back down, higher low. So we've got a higher low compared to the low of the day, higher low here off of this sell-off. Then it came over to here, also a slightly higher low, and then another higher low. So the values that we've been looking at today are slightly below the consolidation that we had going into today. However, even though the values we're creating today are lower, the values that we had of consolidation for the previous 3 days, the lows around 58. So you can see here that throughout the day, if I just squeeze, okay, we just got filled on 2 there. As you can see, I'll just kind of squeeze these together to get a bit of a longer sort of look at it. If I were to go ahead and just put in a price here at 58, which is the lower value, or the low of the consolidation from the previous 3 days, if I just put that marker in there, you can see that it's, every time it's come up, or not every time, but as it's come up, went through it here a little bit higher, matched it or came within a tick of it here, but every time it comes down, it's, as I say, a higher low. And so I think there's more and more acceptance of price back up above 58. That's why I've gone ahead and put the buy limit in there. Still trying to get long too on the pullback here at 59.25. So we'll just stretch this out so we can, now that we've got kind of a lay of the land here. You can also see with the Day Trade the Market software that our trade location zone of resistance, which started to form right here, has held quite nicely a couple of times here. Now we're trying to break through it. So the day's overall range has not been that huge. I mean, it's only been, I think it's about 7 or 8 points, 51 to about 60. Okay, it's about 9 points. So I think our average is about 11 or 12 right now. So we could very easily rally up to around the 62, 63 level. So I'm going to go ahead and put one order in here. I think around the 60, well, let's see, we're long from 60.25. I'll put it at 62.25. See if we get a couple of points on that first contract. At any rate, still might be able to come back down and fill the other two on the limit order that we have. So we'll just go ahead and I will put a sell stop in down in here, and I'll have to change that to 4 because should the market come back down and fill us on these other two, then obviously we'll be long 4 at that time. But anyway, we'll just keep our eye on it. We can see what the market's doing here. It is looks like it wants to give us a bit of a rally, so we're just going to keep watching it, and I will pause the recording and I will pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, the market has rallied up. It's come within a couple of ticks of our first objective here, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel this other buy limit down here and adjust the stop here, bring the stop up to that, well, we do have a green bar here, so as you can see, so I'm going to bring the stop in just a couple ticks below its low. So our stop is now at 59.75, so just a 2-tick stop on this trade for right now. And we'll see what we can do. Should we get filled here on our first objective, I'll shift this up to break even. And I had a marker in there, so I'll adjust that marker to here now for our stop. Just leave this one out of the way down in here. here. So I just want to bring you up to date on that, and I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, resume the recording. The market just hit our first objective here for plus 2 points profit. However, we were not filled, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust the stop to break even just the same. Don't want to turn this trade into a loser. So got the stop at break even for both contracts, and hopefully you can get filled on this one. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and once again I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, resuming the recording here, we just got filled, as you can see, on that first objective. So I'm just going to change this down to just one contract because we've sold one, obviously. We got one left, so we're just going to use a trailing stop on this. Now, you can see here, let me just get the arrow, that the market is, it had a little bit of it, just a tick here, and then it's starting its way up. So I'm going to go ahead and, because this is a potential area of resistance, I'm going to go ahead and bring this stop up just a little bit, a couple of ticks below that last dip. So I'm going to put it at 50. So just a tick to the one tick profit is no big deal. Not trying to do it for that reason, but just to kind of tighten up the stop based on the objective that we've met and the location of the fill that we had and where our stop should be right now. So anyway, just made those changes. Pause the recording, and I'll restart it when needed. Okay, just resume the recording. You can see here we've got a nice blue bar. That's our most aggressive bar. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stop just a couple of ticks below that. So our stop is now at 63.75. So and I will go ahead and put a marker in there so we know where that is for now. So just want to bring you up to date on that. Once again, I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording at the cash closing here. We've got another nice blue bar here, so new highs made for the day. Getting close to actually matching the weekly high, just another point or so. So our stop is in a good place. We're just slightly below. You can see it held us in this trade. It did come down and test just one tick below this blue bar here when it hit 63 even, and now it's coming nicely. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and once again I'll go ahead and pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. We're getting on now for just, I think this bar is going to change here. We're going into the last minute of trading, so I'm going to have to exit this trade right here. I'm just going to pop up this sell stop up to 65, probably get filled on that any moment here, I would suspect. Market's going to close here, so I'll just, let's see. So we'll just sell that at the market right there. Okay, so we're out of that trade at 65, so I'll just put that marker up there. So at any rate, not a bad trade. We got in down in here at 60 1/4, got 2 points on the first one, and got out of here at 65, so 4 3/4 on the second. So as I was explaining earlier in the video, I think it was good in that we knew that the barrier here at 58, I'd put that that line on here as a reference, and we kept getting lower highs. Then we broke through the this area of likely resistance, flipped over to support, got on board there. Just one other thing, in the adjustments on the stops, you notice that I put the stops 2 ticks below the low of the very aggressive buying bar, and in both occasions it came down, took out the low of the blue bar here by a tick, and this one by 2, and we had our stop right at the same price there, so we're kept in there. And it got us another couple of points on the trade. So I think it was just a good exercise in taking a look at where stops can go as well. So at any rate, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can reach us at info@daytradethemarkets. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.